everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Brixtina. Welcome back. I'm very excited to be shooting another YouTube video today. This week is a double whammy. We have two videos out. Everyone go watch my latest video, 5 misconceptions of trans girls. But right now we're going to be talking about 5 things that all trans girls need to know before they transition. There's a lot of things I'm going to talk about this video. 5 things, of course, but kind of a lot because I'm going to go into depth about it and just give you my perspective on things. Yeah, so basically, sorry, I had to fix my hair. I was going crazy with it. What are 5 things we need to know before we transition? We be trans, but definitely I am taking the time just to show everyone new stuff, new vibes, new auras. Today I'm actually shooting another video after this one, so I'm very, very excited to just show the new Brixtina, what she's trying to do, what her next goal is in life, and just her future as a woman and also as a creator, as a content sharer. I'm just trying to break out the mold and show a different experience. Everyone, let's get into this video. And without further ado, this is 5 things you need to know before you transition in your transition. The first thing you need to know before you transition actually is that transition can change. Now, everyone needs to know that your feelings about the way you feel, the way how you do, can ultimately change. Not a standstill in transition. You have to remember that not all transitions are going to be amazing all the time. I think you can talk to any trans girl knowing there is definitely moments in your transition where you're happier with yourself and you're angry with yourself. I definitely can experience in the beginning of my transition, I was very just super femme and I was very excited just to I was more feeling my fantasy into transition. As of where, I feel midway, I got a little bit of sadness, and just feeling it wasn't perfect. And I just, it's that perfection I think we're all trying to strive for, because I think when you're transitioning, you see all these amazing trans women you look up to, but you're why isn't my transition just like theirs? And you feel as you're behind, and you gotta get this self-fear doubt that you're not going to make it or just something's wrong. And I want everyone to know that you don't have to fear that unknown, because again, you're going through a lot. You're transitioning. You're finding this new person within you that's been there but been trapped under guilt and self-doubt and just living in the wrong body. It's been wrapped in this danger. And you're going to go through a time of transition where it's not perfect and rainbows, okay? Because you're changing your destiny, I did not think that I would have gone this way in my transition, and I did have some fears and worries, oh my god, what's happening with me? But I let the universe take me, and I continue to thrive as a woman, and not just that, as a person, and I've learned so much about where you need to go. Another tip I want everyone to know before they transition is that just expect your body to start decaying. If you're gonna do the medicines, the hormones, just expect your body to start being super tired, super fatigued. If you're gonna go on the medicine, the hormones, just know that your body's gonna be put through it. Even when you're in estrogen, your body is changing. The fat is redistributing, all of that is happening to you. And you're gonna start seeing that some of your areas are not feeling the same. Some of your your titties are gonna hurt, your privates are gonna definitely feel different. You're gonna be what is going on there? And you're gonna also see just facial, just maybe some soreness around the chest, some soreness even the face of you get a lot of your fat distributed there. You're also gonna see maybe a little bit more migraines and headaches. That's what I got personally. I definitely got a lot more migraines and headaches, and oh my god, my chest was crazy. I know before they say your chest's gonna get sore. Oh my gosh, if you even hug anyone, still to this day, if I hug people in the wrong way, oh my god, it feels like thorns poking through my titties, because my titties are growing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's because I love my titties and they're growing, but oh my gosh, if I hug someone the wrong way, I'm in pain, I'm screaming, it hurts. I'm girl. The next thing you need to know before you transition is family and just having supportive people around you. You need to have that supportive group that is going to help you, guide you, and see who you are for you and not that person you once were. I think a crazy thing you're going to see in your transitions, a lot of people are going to probably not like it and say things, and there's going to be some people where you're going to, you're going to see them and they're going to start judging you, and you have to remember that it's not you, it's them. And you have to remember that if they don't love you for who you're meant to be, then they never loved you for who you were. And that is a big thing I need everyone to realize, that there's people, no matter how big supportive your family is, there's always going to be some people who just don't see eye to eye with it. And you kind of have to you don't have to throw them out, but I think it's really good to have conversations. And if the conversation doesn't work, then just know that people in your life will come and go, just as family members do, just as regular people do. Now, I always had even the people in my family who necessarily didn't agree with it, I talked with them and we got to a mutual point. But then there's some people who are, regardless of the transition, who are going to judge you on being a woman and how you express yourself and just what you're doing differently. If you want to express yourself more sexually, more physically, more beautifully, just look like a doll, you're going to definitely have people come for you and try to like say things about you. And I think the best way to do that is no, it's not you, it's them. And definitely let it known if there's a problem and if you need to resolve it and you don't feel like there is a resolving motion. Know that when you transition, we had to leave a past life behind us, and some of those people don't travel with us to our new life. So just know that if there's people in your life that don't agree with it, know that sometimes we don't need to save every relationship. I know it's a really hard thing to say, but we get to choose our family. Another tip I have is work on the way you present yourself. I think everyone needs to know that guys and women are very different in the way they just structure themselves and how they talk and how they walk and how they do their posture. You know, I think when you transition, I started realizing I transitioned, so I had to start the presenting of a woman, of course, doing the makeup and hair, and I already did that before, but you definitely have to start talking like a woman, sitting like a woman, being a woman, the essence of a woman, you know, because I think a lot of people are going to see, like, you know, if you walk like a guy, like all puff and puffy, they're not going to go, oh, what's going on with her or him, whatever they're going to call you. But if you start, you know, a little bit more just softer in your approach and things and just feel a little bit more proper, and that's so bad to say because, you know, you know, it's like the norm. If you want to follow the norm, you just have to kind of do what you need to do. Like just walk like a woman, talk like a woman, feel yourself as a woman, and make everyone think that, oh, then she's a woman. That's right. To maybe like, oh, people may like think, oh, you know, clock the people, but really, if you present yourself as a woman, feel the fantasy, and you know, you assimilate to everything that a woman would do, or you know what you do, you'll probably have a lot less transphobia. The last thing everyone needs to know before you transition is that this is probably going to be the most important one. Girls, guys, and in-betweens, make sure that the face is correct. You know, I know a lot of people, no matter how feminine or masculine your face is, make sure if you're trying to present very feminine, or you know, you're in the beginning stage of transition and you want to get rid of the beard, make sure you use really good cosmetics that are going to cover any 5 o'clock shadow. Make sure you get a nice razor that's not going to cause bumps. Make sure that you do your makeup more feminine, or even if whatever you want to do your makeup more draggy, like more crazy, just round it out. Guys, masculine people have more boxy, square faces. The hair too, you want to make everything like circly, nice, like, or long circly. Whatever you want to do, just make it more feminized. Volume in the hair, you know, just make it more up, boom, ba ba boom, you know, all of that. And so, create that feminine illusion in the makeup. You know, put lashes on. Do something that's going to make you more feminine. Just do something that's going to put extra blush, make your cheeks a little bigger. You know, just do something like that. Because I feel like once you can get your face done, and then you can start doing your hair, make it nice and long, put some extensions in, put a wig on. That's going to be really helpful. And you don't even have to have any estrogen or hormones for that. But definitely do that. Get electrolysis, get laser, get rid of the facial hair. You don't have to worry about that. So you don't have a 5 o'clock shadow at 5 o'clock and people aren't like clocking you or anything. Focus on the woman you want to be. And those are all the tips I have for you today on how to just be more feminine and just like bring everything together. That's the last tip I had for you. Those are 5 things you need to know before you transition. You know, it's really easy to go through your transition and feel like you're failing because you didn't meet your destiny or you didn't do everything except you needed to do. But I want you to know that everyone's transition is completely different, and you don't need to be like everyone. You can have a whole different transition with just you and yourself and your woman. Happy Friday, everyone. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you later, and love yourself, really. Bye-bye.